Hey guys, this is the moment that a lot of you have been waiting for. This is our official test video of the Fanimation drone. I already did an unboxing and installation video, and you may have seen in that talked about just why we like this fan and how cool it is. You guys say anything about that at all?
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of a pain, but it was worth it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was explaining to them that all of these modern designs are typically a little bit awkward to install. But yeah, I like this fan for so many reasons. By the way, you're hearing thunderstorms outside, which is the perfect backdrop to filming a drone, I think, because I think thunderstorms are just a beautiful background. So it's like the back music for my channel. So yeah, I mean, the blades are giving me Stratajet. The overall shape of it is kind of like a modern fan company or Beverly Hills fan company Stratus, and then it's that combined with the big-ass fans Haiku. And it's a DC motor, which, while I still prefer AC motor fans, you can't argue with the efficiency and power of the DC motors. They are incredible motors. I'm really excited to see how this performs. This video is also a collaboration with my favorite fan YouTube channel, Vintage Fans and More. And you get, well, before I get into it, because we're gonna do an edited video where there'll be a lot more stuff like this. Well, you guys have any things you want to say about Fans and More? Cole, real quick, you want to throw that in there real quick?
He's got to be probably one of the most professional fan collectors as far as, videos go. I mean, he basically does it like it's part of the company, but for every company.
That's
really cool.
Very well said. I wasn't cutting you off. You can. That was the end of it.
No, I think that was it.
What about you, Metal Pete?
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely kind of same, the way he presents.
He puts a lot of effort forward.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, again, I'm going to talk more about this on the video that actually has the collaboration. This is just the raw footage. But I will say briefly that Cole visited here at the shop, and to my parents' house for that matter, when he was, I'm guessing, maybe 13 or 14. He might have been younger than that. In my mind, he was just a kid. Like, he was Reese's age. He was 9 or 10, whatever age Reese was when he first came to my shop. But I think he was older than that. I think he was in his early teens. And at that time, I thought he was just a really impressive kid, even before meeting him. And he came here, and that was I think it was the first fan collector that I had to visit this shop. And this was before I was doing fans out here. But he came out here because I think I had all the dolls. I think I had the gold lines and the Blender fans and stuff, and I wanted to show him everything that I had out here. Maybe I didn't have all those. I don't remember. But I know he met me out here, and I showed him around. I took my folks out around, and I kind of feel like a older brother watching him grow up and having such, like you said, a professional YouTube channel, such a collection, and he's also one of the most what's a word that means integrity? He's just he's a guy that has a lot of integrity, and really appreciate him, and so I'm very excited to be doing this collaboration. He's also doing testing and videoing a drone and doing it his way, and we're going to shout out each other's channels and all that. So again, that'll be part of the the video where we actually edit everything together. But I wanted to make sure I said thing in the raw footage. So definitely go check him out. I'll try to remember to put links to his channel on the bottom of this video, and if it's not on this video, it'll be on the collab video, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's get this drone together. Yeah, I've been excited this since I'm trying to think. I think I first saw these in the preliminary material for the Dallas lighting show, and because I know that I think Tom, but possibly some other people at Fanimation had talked to me about the Haiku and asked me what I thought of it. And I don't remember who it was. It was probably Tom, but it might have been somebody else. And I'd commented that I didn't like the Haiku. And they asked me why, and I said, well, I thought it was overpriced and overhyped, and I thought I didn't like how it looked. And then we also talked about that they were noisy. At the time, I hadn't had a lot of first-hand experience with one, and I said, what do you mean noisy? And they said, well, the laser design, there's so much wind noise, it's not very practical on higher speeds. And so then when I got a chance to look at some Haikus closer up, I paid close attention to that, and they were right. So I did not know that Fanimation was coming out with a model to compete with the Haiku until I saw it in the prep for the Dallas show. And I, instantly liked, because, first of all, the Haiku is such a popular model that it'd be silly not to have a model that competes with it. Second of all, this is a freaking cool-looking fan. And I don't like the way the Haiku looks, but they've changed. You can tell it's designed to look like a Haiku, but it's not ugly like a Haiku. The Haiku looks like a 3 jellyfish. And this looks like a cool fan. And then you can also tell that by the design of these blades, they have changed the issue with the wind noise, you know? Only thing I'm wondering about is it does not look like it is light adaptable, and they need to come out with a light adaptable version because the Haiku has an LED light and the deal, and you know. So let's go ahead with our test. Let's get the amp meter on first and foremost. The fan's not plugged in yet though, but I want to make sure because sometimes our amp meter acts up because we're using the highest and best quality of the $11 eBay amp meters. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the batteries in the remote. I was waiting to do that until it was time to learn the fan because I don't know how much time you have after you do that. It doesn't say, but I know if we put them in there an hour ago, you know, things could have gotten weird. Somebody who has less fat than me want to open up this battery bag. I'm trying not to like.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it open. See,
Oh.
you're too slow. Kids these days and they're slow moving nevers. Lazy teenagers, good for nothing. Okay, so here's the remote. Where's the thing the remote sits in? You got it there, your medalist?
Yeah.
Very small remote.
Yeah, it's just.
Which is kind of like, I mean, on the one hand, that's very cute, very like, you know, chic, and on the other hand, I just see myself losing one. So which way go up in this thing? In the manual, because okay, so the writing goes up according to the manual. Oh, there's a minus sign in the bottom of the thing. So okay, so let's put the. Oops, dropped it. I pulled the metal peat there, which is what happens when you drop something. Although I've been dropping things long before metal peat's been here. So and you know not to post your footage either until the collab goes up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're welcome to post it after that, but we just want to make sure we keep everything hush until the collab actually goes up. Okay, so these are in. They have a big section in the manual not to use the fan with a dimmer switch. So we can't try it with the state control in case you guys were hoping. So in the next step it says, when power fan, do not press buttons before pressing the set button. If you press a button before the set button, and please turn the power off and start again so the press is over. After installing the unit, restoring power to your fan, you must press and hold the set button 1 to 5 seconds. You must press the set button within 30 seconds of power the fans, and then you will hear 2 musical sounds. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the high switch on. Amp meter's on. We're on amp meter, we're on cap. So I'm going to plug it in, and I'm going to push the set button. Okay, we're still not drawing anything, but it did make the 2 musical sounds. Oh, the fan is now ready for normal use. Okay, so it's not like the Odin that needed a whole setup procedure. I wonder why that's different. I'll have to ask somebody at Fanimation why the Odin needs a set. So it's drawing 0.2 amps. So then, okay, when I've seen my video testing these remotes at Fanimation, these remotes confuse me. So I'm going to read the manual. It's story time, guys. Do you want to sit around here? You know, like you guys have. At your elementary, did everybody sit cross-legged in the library, and the librarian read a book like once a week or something like that?
Kindergarten class itself, basically. So close.
We did it every grade. You know, we had library time or story time or whatever, and I liked it. So yeah, come sit cross-legged on the floor, or Indian style, or whatever they call it. It's probably not politically correct to say style anymore. First Nation people style. You know. So, remote functions. Indicator LED light. Fan speed indicator. Once upon a time.
You're supposed to say that.
Fan button. Yeah, I was supposed to say that first. Chapter 1. Tap once to turn off the fan. Press and hold this button for 5 seconds on or turn off the fan function beep sound. So you can actually set it not to beep, which is nice. I would keep the beep on, but I can see for a bedroom you might not want it because there's definitely been times when I've woken up all night and been hot or cold. And I don't think a beep would wake up my wife, but if it did, it would be. So the arrow up turns the fan speed on. Somebody want to hold in front of the thing so while I'm reading it, you can actually see the functions? The remote in front of my camera. And you got to hold it for long enough that it focuses, and you got to hold it still enough that it focuses. This is, okay. So, light timer button not used, so there's no light option. Fan sleep timer. The fan will turn off after 1 hour, it will turn off after 3 hours, the fan will turn off after 6 hours. Home away is not used. So this has really got all the like touch.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like a throwback.
Yeah, this. I mean, I said that in one of the other videos that it seems like and somebody said something to me about that too. Maybe it was Nathan. Somebody had said, maybe it was Tom. Somebody had said that they were like going to incorporate some IntelliTouch stuff into one of their new things, and I thought that was cool. A lot of these are not used because there's no light.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've used that fan, especially like.
I've never used it.
In between seasons, like spring when it's like.
Okay. So it really doesn't tell me anything about how to use the because I've had trouble getting the speeds to like function the way I want to, but it doesn't really give me any help with that. Okay, so let's try it. So let's hit fan on. Really? Yep. Fan on. What am I doing wrong?
Well,
I'm going.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm going up to high because I know at least what I'm doing with high. Oops, now it's off. Is it confused? Okay, now it's on high, and we're drawing 0.04. How is that possible? Turn the ammeter off and make sure. Nope, that's correct. Up to 0.05. It went up to 0.09 for a second. How does it draw so little? Uh-oh. Something is scraping. Did I turn it off? Nope. That canopy must not be all the way like locked into place. Well, I'm gonna. Why is it not turning off? Okay, well. Okay, I turned it off with the power switch because it wasn't responding to the remote. So let me see here what's scraping. You want to hold this for me. I will take the ladder and I will go here. Here, you can take that. I mean, you can you don't have to like you're doing where you're scared that if you move the world will end. No. Ah, yes, the canopy is not locked into place.
Who is in charge again?
Me. That was me. There we go. I had it locked on this side, but not on this side. And now...
It's interesting because it almost seems like it has a braking mechanism on it with the way those DC motors work.
Yeah. Well, they're not like...
It's not like an actual brake. It's
No, I get exactly what you're saying. So let this... Okay. Tell you what, hey, since you're filming too, can you do me a huge favor? Can we point your camera at the test rig and the ammeter?
Yeah, sure.
And then we'll have two and we can, you can send me... Well, why don't you set your tripod up and have it focused over here?
I don't know if I can do that. No, I'll just stand there.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so Tommy's going to be on top of this. So I'm going to turn the power switch back on. And what's it doing? It's just drawing...
Once it put 0.4, then nothing.
Okay. So let's okay, it's doing a thing. I don't know what thing it's doing, but it's doing a thing. Rain is amazing until we have to load the cars up with fans. Then it will suck. I'm trying to get this back. I had it nice. I liked where it was. There we go. That's not that bad.
It's going up very little, which is interesting.
I wonder if this is high. Yeah, it's high according to the remote.
Oh, I'm feeling a lot.
I know. Isn't it moving some air?
Oh, yeah.
The highest it's gone is 1.2. Well,
that is incredible.
let's do an airflow test.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going that fast, but those blades are... It's definitely... It's kind of like the Odin, where it takes the air a while to get to you, but it's definitely powerful at a distance. It's just not as the velocity not as high as it is with a gold line or something like that.
I will say it's really cool when it's on too.
Yeah.
With the way it almost seemed like they're curved.
Now, what category would you guys put that airflow in?
Probably K55.
I think so. It's hard to gauge because the pattern of the air is different with most other ceiling fans.
Right.
It's more, again, we talk about some fans that come in gusts. This is definitely one in gusts.
Well, yeah.
But it's definitely a strong air mover. So that's high. I wasn't planning on starting to high, but we have started on high because I have trouble figuring out these remotes. So let's try and see if I can take it all the way down.
It's like IntelliTouch 2.0.
I'm just going to take it all the way down. See, you would think that just pushing the low thing go all the way to low, but it hasn't yet. I was hoping there'd be something in the manual that would call me an idiot.
Looks like it's on low.
The little LED bar hasn't gone all the way to low, though. It's like part way, but it does like low, and it's only drawing 0.02. Be hard pressed to think it could go slower than this, draw less than this. Yeah, that rain came out of nowhere. I was talking with the neighbor earlier. I was like, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So, dang it, did I leave that thing outside my house? That's gonna suck.
What thing?
Some stuff that Abby wanted to give to the Goodwill. So I might have left it sitting outside. Might not be raining where my house is either, though. Okay, so let's assume that, even though the LED is, like, not all the way to low. So let's do, I hit up, now 0.3. It's going a little faster. Now, it's hard to tell with the rain, but it is absolutely silent. Can't do a solid state test, obviously, and it should be silent, but it is absolutely silent. I'm gonna hit up one more, and now it's 0.04. Dropped to 3. You weren't gonna film the amp thing anymore?
Oh,
You're a helper.
I know. That is crazy. That's less than a nightlight, probably.
Yeah. Well, now there's LED night lights, and those draw, I've got some LED night lights, 0.25 watts. Here's something that I think I explained this in a video. If not, I know I talked about it in a book. So, you know, like a remote receiver draws electricity all the time. It's not on because it has to be able to sense the signals, right?
Yes.
So, you know how, like, a sensing light is the same way, you know, because it's got to be drawing some current. A dusk to dawn sensor, same thing. X10, same thing. Any sort of electronic control is drawing a little bit of current all the time so that it can sense whatever it's supposed to sense to turn on and off, right? You guys follow me on that?
Yeah.
So, now with these LED nightlight bulbs and these LED like bulbs that are supposed to be the equivalent 15 watt and 25 watt bulb, those bulbs actually draw less electricity than the switches. You know what I mean? Like, I've got all my floor lamps on X10. The X10 takes more current to control the floor lamps than the bulbs that I have in them. If that makes sense. So let's go up one more. Well, that's there. 0.06 is where we've gotten. Tommy is filming the amp meter, and he's going to send me all this footage, and I'll place it in on the one of the videos or something. Okay. I think we're one more, and then this is 0.08. Is the beep function off?
Sounds like it.
How did I turn it on? Press and hold for 5 seconds to turn on and off the fan button beep sound. So, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Ah! But it also turned the fan off.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to turn the fan off. So let's see. Fan on.
We're probably not going to pick that
Now
up.
we turn it off. It was on. Oh,
DC is confusing.
A little bit, yeah. But it's also very efficient.
So we're still one away from having to turn it up to high now, even though we did high before. And the amp meter started at 0.06 and it's climbing. It definitely draws more on high than it does on the speed right under high. The speed high was like what, like 0.07 or something?
0.08, yeah.
0.08. And then high is 0.2, but then it's dropping to 0.1. It really can't make up its mind. It's amazing. I mean, I'm not going to say this moves as much air as a Stratojet or a Goldline or anything like that, but drawing 0.01 amps and moving, you know, about as much air as a K55 fan, and in like, at least where I'm sitting, the pattern of the airflow is very comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, that's really impressive what DC can do.
Like gusty, it's more, or it's not like a solid gust, it just kind of comes with range, right?
Yeah, that's how it feels to me. But everybody's going to have their own interpretation, and, you know, you can't measure what you feel. There's measuring CFM, you can measure velocity. Yeah. So let's do a spin down. I'm gonna hit the power switch, and I assume the spin down will be quick. That rain is something else. I like it when it rains here, and then I'm up here and I get to hear it and stuff like that, but I like it better when I'm in my house like this.
Yeah.
And what I don't like is when I have to be outside and it's raining like this, or I have to drive and it's this. I think I've already told you guys, but I drove through a tornado the other day and it was like... Okay, so how do you reverse it? Which of these buttons is reverse? It's the... Oh, it says, there's a stick and a sun, but they both look the same. They both look like snowflakes to me. Can you see? So I'm gonna hit reverse and then try it and see. Oh, no, not the power's off. So hit the power on. Does the fan automatically go to high, or does it reset? Looks like it resets to off. So I'm gonna hit reverse. Nope, now it's doing a thing. Now, why would you reverse this with this blade pattern?
I don't know.
Okay, so let's turn it off. Let's reverse it. Then let's go to low. Like maybe that's as low as it goes. I know I've seen some where the light goes all the way down there. So low reverse is drawing 0.04. It looks on the LED thing though. Now it's drawing 0.02, so who knows what it's doing. Yeah, that looks more low.
I just can't get over how little that draws. It's like.
Were you here for the Odin?
I was not.
Yeah, the Odin. Who was here for the Odin? Was anybody else? No, I know you were here.
I think Chris.
Ah, yes, we had Chris lights. So okay, so there's low. Here's one step above low, 0.03, 0.04. Here's another one. It's going still at 0.04. One down to 0.03. So what it's drawing is still negligible. Did we mention that we left stuff sitting outside in this rain?
No.
I know you and I know that. Is that hail? I heard something. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's good. Big chunks too.
This is a first for a video. I don't recall another video with hail. Yeah, that's hail that
That's quarter sized at least.
Wow.
Oh, Mother Nature's wreaking havoc.
So Jesus either loves the drone or hates it. I'm not sure which. He's telling us something.
Maybe the hail is like confetti.
That's true. We're celebrating.
It's like,
So let's go up.
It's like those poppers.
0.05.
Well, today would be a bad day to own something.
Wow. I bet you my wife left her car windows up. 0.0. Yeah. I wonder if we can even still, like, I say after we finish this video, we take a pizza break, and then, like, if it stops hailing, we come back and record a quieter version of this with no background noise, because
Yeah, that's a little bit
now it's getting a little loud here. It's getting a little raucous.
Let's wash our hands with it before we take it.
Yeah, no kidding. Lots of soap. So that's 0.06.
I'm kind of curious to see what the hail actually looks like.
You've never seen hail before? It looks like ice cubes falling from 0.08. We're on the penultimate speed. And then here's high. It went up to 0.16, which is really high for this fan, but not high at all for in anything else. Okay, I'm gonna now run 4. So it seems like it's drawing more in reverse, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I think it's weight design.
Why would it draw more in reverse though? Well, let's just confirm. I reversed it. So I think it's going to take its time to spin down before it actually engages the motor in downdraft. And I said, well, that's a new one. We have water coming in through the wall behind us.
Yeah, that's
I'll tell you what, we're gonna
This is gonna
we'll take a break and we'll fin a little bit later because this is It went up to 0.19 and now it's
This is certainly confusing. Maybe
Yeah.
it's 'cause it's
I wonder if the line voltages fluctuate. Storm.
maybe.
'Cause that's a lot that was drawn before.
Maybe the bearings are breaking. It looks like it's going a little faster. It's about the same.
This thing's about the same. It does seem a little negligibly faster, but yeah, it's down to 1.6, which is still really low, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, hey, just in case recording more footage, which I think we are, but just in case, you guys give your input on the drone, and then we'll take a break and eat some pizza.
Yeah.
So you got your input on the drone. Speak loudly because rain and hail and things.
Yeah, definitely a big fan, and I definitely am digging it.
Control system is definitely.
It's a little hard to understand.
What'd you say, Tommy?
Control system is a little bit difficult to understand.
Yeah.
Overall appearance, I love it.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm just dumb. I don't know it's difficult to understand. I think maybe like somebody who's used to like iPads and things would probably get it right away in school.
Yeah,
So
or at least like standard wall controls.
yeah, I think like if I gave the control to my daughter, like Daddy, well, we'll find that out because we're gonna test it in my garage too, and she'll be there, I'm sure. She'll be there. Yeah, the design of it. I've yet to meet a DC fan that moves as much as an Ascension or a Goldline, and I would like to meet that fan. I understand that that's a market. You know, the customers that want DC fans want efficiency more than performance, and this is still a very performing fan. It's not like this is, you know, but it's not Goldline air movement, you know, and the Ascension is. So I would still like to find a DC fan that does that air movement. I don't even think the Odin gets there, you know? But that's the only thing I have to say that's critical. You know, again, the control is complicated, but it's supposed to be complicated. It offers a lot of features. The installation is a little bit tricky, but any fan that has any design remotely similar to this is going to be... so yeah, I like it. But you know, it's a really great fan. If somebody wants to see fan, this would probably be my first recommendation if they didn't need a light. What about you?
Yeah.
If you wanted a DC fan and you wanted a modern design and a light, I mean, you couldn't possibly do worse than this.
Yeah. What are the other colors of this?
Silver and white. It's almost a close to ceiling fan. Maybe I should recommend it to my father-in-law. No, I think that what I recommended to him was probably better for his uses. Okay. Plus, he needs a light. So, okay, we'll put a follow-up video after the weather calms down a little bit. But once again, thanking and looking forward to posting this as well as the collaboration video.